Hello, everyone, and welcome to Denver by Night. I am Melee Damage, your storyteller. And first and foremost, I will let the cast introduce themselves and who they will be playing. Starting to my left, Christina.
Oh, it took me a minute to know what your left was. But hi, my name is Christina Ariel, and I will be playing Delilah. And I'm super excited. She's a Toreador, and we're gonna have some fun, guys.
And below her, Bonnie.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bonnie Gordon. I will be playing the gangrel, Agnes. Howdy.
And next, but not least, Shane.
Hello, everybody. I am Shane Easton. I will be playing your Malkavian for the evening.
And our favorite Tremere of the group.
Hi, everyone. It's me, Evis. And that's what I'm sticking with for this show. I know I moved around a lot, my voice last time, but I got it now. Hi, Michelle. What's up?
Excellent. As we closed out the last episode, you all had made it out of the facility, down out through the tunnels, where you were with Heather and Kurt, two of the individuals that you had met in the facility, and were greeted by two more individuals standing there plainclothed at the end of the tunnel waiting for you. At this point, you are in the car with Heather and the two individuals whose names are Avery and Angela. They appear to be odd twins of some kind. Just a little one foot into the next world, if you will.
Can you repeat those names one more time? I'm so sorry.
Avery and Angela. As you are in the van with them, you notice that Kurt is not there with you. He has informed you that he is going to part ways and make sure that no one is following you and keep an eye out ahead. A text is received as you drive, and you see one of the twins open up and look at their phone and look to Heather, and they say, "We have a new location. We're going to a house. It should be another few miles up on the left. We'll wait for further instructions there." And then they both get very quiet and look down at their hands and seem to twiddle with their fingers. Heather looks over to them, just kind of nods, and then looks back at you guys and goes, "Don't mind them. They're a little strange, but they have the gift of sight. They see a lot more than other people do, so it kind of, they're not all here because they're also other places," she says as she nods at you.
They seem okay to me.
She goes, "I like them too. I like them a lot. I'm glad they've been with us this long." She goes, "What's the new location, guys?" And they go, "Here, we'll show you." And they do pass her their phone, little tablet device. And she sets the course onto the GPS. It's about 5 minutes away. As the time passes, you pull up to a lovely house, in old, possibly Victorian. There are two gargoyles on the outside in the shape of lions. And the house itself is made of stone with columns. It's absolutely gorgeous. And surrounding it, a garden. Heather looks back at you and goes, "Well, this is the place. This is a museum." She looks and the twins go, "Yes, historical landmark."
Oh, I think I'll fit in here just fine. Wait, didn't you say we were going somewhere else first and this is now like a new location?
She goes, "Well, here's the thing. We are headed to a safe house, but we've had a breach in security lately. Our last safe position was, in fact, attacked, found So now we've added extra steps of precautionary measure to make sure that if we are being followed, we are weeded out. So we wait at locations now, different locations, certain locations, until the next person comes along and gives us the information of where we are supposed to drop and meet. We wait here now. We wait for the next person.
So we're supposed to what? Just go inside and sightsee some historical museum stuff till we get a go-to or go-ahead?
Yes, please. Let's do that.
You may go inside if you please. It is dark. The museum is closed. We were instructed to wait by the street. And Heather goes, yeah, I guess it wouldn't hurt if you guys peeked in the windows, though. We could probably step inside the gate at least. The garden looks nice, so we're not standing out here kind of obvious. I suppose that would be correct. It's not protocol, but
We don't look very inconspicuous, you know, with the orange. Are we still in the jumpsuits? We're still in our jumpsuits, right?
When you got into the van with these two, they did in fact have clothes in the back for you that they had.
Oh, good. Never mind then.
They do open up the back of the trunk and go, the protocol is to usually bring new clothes, street clothes that are available to you. We have an array of choices and different sizes that we have brought from our lost and found that we have collected over the years. Please do help yourself. Anything that you find to your liking, you may take.
Nice.
And there are several boxes in there. There is an array of different clothes. There is club clothes and comfy clothes and pretty much anything that you can think of. There is an example of. You're all able to grab something that, number one, fits, and number two, doesn't look absolutely tragic.
You know, I didn't think you all could peg me, but this is a look that I have found. So thank you for not bringing garbage.
And what is it that Delilah has found?
Delilah has found a faux fur shawl and a black fitted dress that just so happens to puff. She also found a crinoline to go under said dress, so she is absolutely thrilled. So yeah, baby, I feel like I'm looking pretty good.
The twins do look up at you and they go, yes, we thought the giant hoop would not fit at first, but we crunched it down and you look amazing.
I like listening to you talk. You sound like one of those computers.
Oh, we spend a lot of time around computers, so that would make sense.
Dig.
And they do go, this house is very interesting. There is a lot of history here. Please do check the signs if you so wish and have a look around.
I am already out of the car. I have grabbed whatever blazer is meandering in that box. I'm just running towards the museum. Are the gates locked? Can we get in easily?
The gates are locked, but they are not tall. They're very, those little short, like hip gates, little tiny, thin wrought iron. I would say that Ibis would very nimbly be able to probably just walk right over one, even though it was closed, if she so wished.
I do that.
You get up to the front door and you see that there is a placard on the door. And it is a sign that says Historic Denver, House of the Unsinkable Margaret Tobin Brown.
Is this a name that I would know?
Molly Brown from the Titanic, right?
Roll me your wits and streetwise.
Okay, wait, hold on. What's on my sheet? 1, 2, 3, 4. Streetwise. Okay. Ooh. That is 1, 2 successes.
The name sounds familiar, but you can't quite put your finger on it.
Okay, well, I don't know what this house is about, but it sure seems interesting. I'd love to go and get inside and get a peek. Can I try?
I'm gonna go and follow her because if something does happen to where things do get, messy. I have a feeling she's not quite a fighter. I'm just gonna go with you just because I'm like, you seem way too excited to, be looking around and stuff. I'm just gonna go keep an eye on you.
Hey, I think everyone should come along. It's a good chance to edify yourself about the local culture. I mean, the first step to any good investigation is to learn about the area.
Oh, I agree. You were just real fast. We were still getting dressed. You were already, whoo, you're fast.
I agree with all of you as well. I do agree with keep us all together. However, Delilah here is wearing such a pretty garment now. I would hate for her to tear it on the gate. So here, let me help. And I run up to the gate and I just kind of do a backflip over it. And then I go around the other side and I see if I can kind of open it from the other side.
I pull up a 9, a card with a giant 9 written on it. Just kidding. Very impressive. 9.7
that the clothes came in, holding it up. Yes. When you get to the other side and you look down at the gate, there is in fact one of those little escape hatch latches on the inside that you kind of lift up, and the lever does open. There is a slight little lock mechanism on it that you can just slide up and down.
Okay, and here we go. Delilah, come on in.
Thank you, Sugar. You're so thoughtful.
Oh, of course, anytime. And Charlie, come on in.
And you do see Charlie walk up, and he looks very amazed. He's just bright-eyed. Love, I think you should look for the lady at the house while we're here.
Oh, that sounds good, Charlie.
She might be around.
I think you're right. And I could really get used to a place like this.
Oh, it's beautiful, it is. And he does very happily and merrily stroll right behind you and kind of gives a little curtsy to let you pass first, Jax.
All right. Walk on in.
And you do arrive up on the porch where you see Ibis, who is, are you trying to break in?
Yup.
Did you, can I get your Dex and Larceny?
Yes, that is 1, 2. I get a specialty in lockpicking. Is that an additional one, right? 1, 2, 3. And what was it? The first one? Sorry.
Dex.
Index. Okay. 2. So many dice. Okay, that is 1, 2, 3 successes, but with 1 critical success.
Oh yeah, you are able to jimmy this thing right open, and so you got all your skills back to you. Just feels a lot better now that you're out of that institution, and it just pops right open.
As I open it, I just kind of turn my head and I say, well, you know what they say, the knowledge is power, and we need more power, and let's just get in here and learn about this this cool little idea. And I'm just inside, just muttering to myself.
As you walk inside, you see that there are museum ropes set up, different historical documents and things in frames. The furniture inside the house is absolutely beautiful. This is definitely an old classic house and probably one of the most beautiful houses in Denver. It's absolutely stunning. You see memorabilia of the Titanic. You see a lot of things, historical documents about struggles with the labor class and standing up for those things. Essentially, a lore dump about this woman, Margaret Brown, and who she was around the Victorian times.
Oh, this looks super nice. Hey everyone, I'm gonna take a stroll around. Feel free to join me. Don't, whatever. Up to you. Relax. I mean, I'm just here to learn. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm just like, she's as chipper as a jaybird. I'm just gonna stick with you, I guess. This is a little too fancy for me, but if it's gonna pass the time.
The twins are still stood by the door, and refuse to go in as Heather kind of walks in behind you and tries to pull them along. So, we will stand up here. Thank you very much. We refuse to go in. We are following protocol. We should stand out here in case they are looking for us. And Heather looks back and goes, okay, all right, that's fair. She goes, I guess, do take a seat, don't take a seat, don't touch anything, do touch things. She goes, I don't know. She goes, but this is really pretty.
Well, museums are for learning, not for touching, first of all, unless, you know, unless there's an artifact that's being kept from the public for some reason, or there's some knowledge we don't quite have yet. But yeah, in general speaking, don't touch anything, I think, is the rules here.
This isn't just a museum, Ebis. This was a home. Someone lived here.
I'm going to pick something up from the mantle and be like, and I'm actually a big fan of interactive learning, so, and just start kind of tossing this item between my hands.
Okay, all right. We're all free and easy now, I see. Okay. No memory of the thing that happened to us a few hours ago. Okay. I start to look for like information pamphlets, just something to read.
There is a pamphlet. There's a little gift shop area that is set up in one of the rooms off to the right towards the front. They have T-shirts and postcards and pamphlets and little pens as well.
I just kind of go to the side and read pamphlets for a bit.
You see Heather walk over to you and kind of lean against the counter that you're reading the pamphlet by, and she goes, I know being in there's really rough. She goes, I know that's also the understatement of the century. She goes, I know that might be a little hard to talk about or even accept. She goes, but if you need someone to talk to, we've been through it a couple of times now. She goes, I'm here for you if you need to, say something about it.
Well, two things about that were kind of frightening. One, happened to you a couple of times. I do not plan on doing that again, ever. That was super bad. And the first thing you said, which was talk about things, not really my deal. We just, I'm not super familiar with the whole Second Inquisition or even a lot of information about other vampires, to be honest. I kind of was up doing my thing. I was working on my library, had my cool lab, my little research facility with just, me and my sire for a long time. And then, she's gone now. So I'm kind of used to being by myself and just, books. Books are great. Internet's great too, it turns out. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. Totally fine. It's gonna be totally fine.
She nods and she goes, yeah. She goes, it can be rough. You don't know anything about the Second Inquisition or none of the, and she does kind of lean in intrigued. What's gone from kind of a protective, trying to relate stance has now very much turned into like an inquisitive one as she leans into you and goes, how much do you know about?
Well, I know that they kind of dismantled the whole Tremere clan, which was kind of a good thing for me, actually. Let me on my own to kind of do what I needed to do. It was kind of a bad thing though at the same time because I sort of lost contact with my sire, and I mean that's over. That just happened. That was a while ago, but it seems like it was yesterday. And that's kind of all I know. Oh, and then they put us in that cool jail. Not cool jail. Wasn't cool. It wasn't cool. I just said that. I don't know why I said that. It's fine. It's fine.
It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Just if there's anything that you need to know, she goes, usually people when they're turned, she goes, I'm fairly new to this as well, but I've at least learned that they usually try to form coteries with each other. She goes, they try to look out for each other, watch each other's back. She goes, I don't think we ever all trust each other completely, but it's sometimes nice to at least have a little group. If your sire's gone now and you're not with them, maybe it's time to expand your horizons. Just reach out and say what's up to a friend. She goes, this all sounds so cheesy, and I'm sorry. I'm so bad at this. She goes, wait, where's Delilah? Delilah, you're much better at this than me.
You know what? I got nothing. Oh, you know what? How about this? So sometimes in life you need other people. You need people to work with you, to make sure you're not by yourself. I used to have a friend back in 65. His name James, I called him. I know a lot of people call him Jimmy because Jimi Hendrix, you know. And he wrote this song about me after we spent all this time together. It was called Foxy Lady. And you know, when you are trying to find your people, you got to ask yourself one question. Are you experienced? If not, get some friends.
Cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, great story. I mean, this is new and everything is experience is research. Experience is research. So this is totally gonna be fine. We're gonna figure all this out, take down the evil laboratory peeps and then go back to home. Would be great.
Yeah, home. Because sadly for some of us, this is our home. And, like I said before, we got to take care of this problem or it's never going to let up. But I'll tell you what, if you stick with us for 1 or 2 more days just to help us set up a new safe house, or if that's where we're going now, if that's where that is, I'm not expecting much. Like we said, the last one was kind of rated. So I'm actually not entirely certain how many of us are left or what we'll be coming back to. And it'll just be, I hope more than less. But we'll see. She goes, this obviously is not it. And she does lean towards the door and goes, hey, twins, any word? They both kind of lean in and look back at her and just shake their head no and lean back outside. Jax, you notice that Charlie seems very, very preoccupied with another room that's around the corner through a hallway. He seems to just kind of be leaning in and leaning back to look at you guys, but leaning in to look at something.
I kind of just walk over there casually and lean up against the wall and I go, "What's happening, Charlie?"
I think I might have found the lady of the house.
Mrs. Brown.
And as you lean into that room to look where Charlie's looking, there is a woman sitting there on the couch. She seems to be reading a book. And when you lean in and look towards her, she looks up. And you know, Jax, it's very odd for you to see a ghost without having your auspex turned on. You know she must actually want to be seen.
Okay. Hello there. And I'm kind of keeping my voice down so the others don't hear me. Do you live here?
And she does look up from her book and kind of steadies her glasses, looks up at you and goes, "Well, you know, I thought it'd be a while before somebody got here." And she goes, "I figure you all would come looking around and snooping around, so I'd just stay in here reading my book." She goes, "Sure enough, you all come in." She goes, "Where are the others?"
Oh, they're in the gift shop. You have one of those now. I don't know if but there's, never mind. Do you mind? We'll be respectful. We won't do anything, disrespectful, let's say.
"Oh, no, I don't mind at all, dear. Actually, it was one of your kind that already came by, asked for permission if they could run you through here. And that was, of course, when I said yes, any part of any revolution that I could be a part of. Anything I could do to help."
Well, we're kind of in trouble. The place we were supposed to go was raided by some pretty bad people. I don't know what you could do to help us with that. Hopefully they won't show up here tonight, but if they do, if there's anything in your power that you could do to keep them out of our way, we would be very thankful.
Yes. Well, when you come by here, they've told me that they're going to bring a few friends through here, and that I was to tell you where the next location was that you were supposed to go.
Okay, do you know the name of the person that was talking to you about that?
So, what was his name? Little tiny thing. It looks a bit on the older side, even though he was small in stature.
Kurt?
No, it wasn't a card. Jim, I believe his name was.
Okay.
He said that he'd be there with some of the others, and to meet him at Don's Club Tavern.
All right, Don's Club Tavern. And that's in town here? I'm not from around here.
It should be just a few blocks away, if I'm not mistaken. He said nothing but a stone's throw once I saw y'all, but and he told me that the way of doing this would be easier if it came from me, because if it came from one of them giving away locations and all, she was. But I'm a bit excited. I didn't get too much detail of what you all were doing. I know that you're escaping from something or doing something, but if you'd like to, intrigue me with the tale of what you've been up to, it would give me a great thrill.
Oh, we were just held captive at a creepy and very scary high technology underground facility because we are a lot like you, actually. Different, but similar. Have you met my friend Charlie over here?
Oh, the English fella.
Yeah.
I saw him when he came in. He's a bit of a looker.
I'll put in a word for you.
Thank you. I might be a bit old for him, but I appreciate it.
No problem. So we're just gonna get back to it. Thank you, Miss Brown. Is that Miss Brown? Thank you.
You can call me Miss Brown. Yes. Do you mind if I just take a peek at the others? While you tell them the information.
Oh, absolutely. Come on. Yeah, you can just follow me out there. I don't think they'll see you.
She goes, oh, well, I should hope they would. And she does stand up and follow you out. And she's wearing a very, very Victorian gown. You can see it has the button-ups and the giant bustle behind it. And when she does walk into the room, you also see this, Delilah. Her skirt is nowhere near as large as yours, but every bit as voluminous.
I like this. This is nice. I like.
Hello, welcome to my house. I'm glad you all could stop by. I've given your associate here the instructions as to your next location, where you're supposed to go for the drop. I wanted you all to know that I believe in you, especially as women, and stand firm, stand strong, no matter what. Give them fucking hell.
So is this the outfit that you've always had, or is this something that you find around here somewhere?
There's a good tailor. Well, there used to be a good tailor up the road, not too far, but I'm sure he's long gone too by this point. But you know what, darling? When all this is said and done, anytime you want to come back here, I'll take you up, give you a look at my closet.
That's one of the nicest things I have heard all day.
Aye, yes, sweet dears. Well, I hope you get there safe. I hope you get everything that you're looking for. And let your friends know that any more of you that come down through this way, you're welcome to use my spot. I'll continue to pass on the information for you. Someone did stop by here. Again, I told your associate. I think the fact that I wasn't one of yous is a bit more dead, perhaps, if you will. They figured it'd be safer information with me. So if there is anything that you'd like me to relate, any future groups that might be passing through, or anything like that, you can feel free.
Hi,
Balls is going
hey,
up. Oh, go ahead.
sorry.
It's okay.
Hi, are there ghosts now? Are we doing ghosts? Are we doing ghosts now? What? I've never seen a ghost. It's fine. This is normal. It's normal.
And she does walk up to you, and she goes, "Yes, dear." She goes, "Usually, people have to use a special site to see me, but put all my energy into it tonight, just so I could see you guys for a moment here, make sure I got the information across." She goes, "But she goes, there are others here too. Yeah, you've got to look for them." She says, "I haven't been around as long as I have."
Okay, that's a lot. Okay. And I can just start to like walk off because I can't do any of this.
She goes, "Oh, that poor sweet thing. Is she going to be all right?"
I think she'll be okay.
She'll be fine.
I'll talk to her. Yeah.
Eventually, she'll realize you're a ghost, but we're all dead.
Would a Titanic pen make her feel better?
Oh, actually, yeah, she'd probably really like that, to be honest. And also, sorry for this. The thing that I've been tossing back and forth, I'm gonna slowly put it back on the mantle. I didn't know you were still here. I didn't mean to be touching your things and all.
Oh, it's quite all right. A lot of it was just a junk that was given to me by friends and whatnot. And she goes, the thing with the Titanic as well. She goes, the Unsinkable Molly Brown. She goes, "No one ever called me Molly." She goes, "People don't know that." She goes, "A bit of this movie nonsense they made up." She goes, "But nonetheless, it keeps people coming back and it keeps me less lonely. So I don't correct them."
Same thing with me. If anyone calls me Aggie, they get one of these. I couldn't really do it to you, but like a.
So, you remind me of an older time, back when I used to be around.
Oh, darling, I'm probably way back before you were around too.
Good to know. And good to know that strong women have been roaming this planet as long as we can remember.
Oh, damn right. And don't you worry, I heard what you said about giving them hell. I expect to do just that. Nobody puts me in a cage and lives to see tomorrow. It was a pleasure meeting you, ma'am.
Wonderful to meet you too. She goes, and you two by the door. And the two twins do lean in. She goes, "You've got your information." She's like, "You can either come in or come out. Don't just stand there looking all crazy with your heads up your butts like you do." And they, "Get them out of here. Get them safe." And the twins nod and stiffen up. "She's an odd one, but we'll listen to her. She seems scary." And Heather goes, "It's probably for the best." She's all right. What's the name of the new location?
Okay, so she told me where to go, and it's a place called Dawn's Club Tavern.
Is that some kind of bar? I'm down for that.
Yeah, it's a local hangout, not too far from here. There's a dive bar, actually. So, yeah, that should be easy enough. Actually, I think might be walking distance from here. A long walk, but it's walking distance. You see Molly lean and go, "I was also left to instruct you that there were keys to another van that are right over by the door. You could take if you want, but it is recommended that you switch from the last one."
Okay, that sounds good. There's keys over here to the van. Let's do it.
And you see Molly does wink, Margaret Brown winks and fades away into her house and just kind of dissipates. And you all do see her dissipate into thin air.
What a classy lady.
I liked her.
And as you
Yeah.
walk over, there is, in fact, a dish sitting over by the door, and there is a car key in it. And there is another van out on the street parked sort of adjacent to yours, kind of catty corner across the way, that looks similar in make, similar in year to what you guys had, but different color, different plates.
I have been sitting in the original van this whole time, and I hear people come out. So I kind of stick my head out the door and say, hey, everyone, are we leaving? We leaving? Hey, are we leaving? Are we leaving?
I hand you a Unsinkable Molly Brown Titanic pin. This is for you, courtesy of the Lady Ghost.
Oh, they have stuff. Great.
Yeah,
Great,
it's from the
great.
gift shop. She thought
Mhm.
she thought you might like it.
Super. New stuff. Great, great, great. Put it in my pocket. Just look off into the middle distance.
Heather looks down at you and goes, we're switching vans. I know this is a lot. I didn't even consider this as probably even a lot because you said that you are so new. She goes, she's like, I'm going to keep a special eye on you. She goes, don't worry, friend. She goes, yes, there are ghosts. She goes, there are other things exist too. We'll cover all of this. She goes, what other questions do you have? You know what? Come with me. She goes, we'll talk. We'll talk about all of this. And she does start motioning across the street towards the other van with the keys kind of wrapped around her hand.
Okay.
When you get over there, she opens the door. She goes, all right, pop in. Should be about a 5-minute drive, guys. There is a few boxes in the back of this one as well. Little cargo shipment containers that seem to be filling up the back cargo area. But there is enough seating for you all still.
The question for you, the pistol type guns that we were able to confiscate off the guards, is there a way to hide them like under a jacket, or like if I had one in like in the back of my, belt area?
I would say, especially with Agnes being able to kind of shuffle through those boxes from before and pick out whatever she wants, you would find something, even if it was a layered look that you'd be able to hide.
Oh, I'm definitely layered.
Excellent. Yes.
I'm not down for that club look. Fishnets is for fishing. Thank you very much.
Excellent. So, yeah. And you do still have the weapon that you acquired from the facility as well. And yes, after a moment's drive, fairly quick, it again seems like, why did we even take a car? You pull up to a second location. You see that it is just kind of a dive bar, all in total. It has a neon sign out front that says Don's Club Tavern, mixed drinks. There is a sticker type logo on the window that says the same thing. Looks like a little martini glass, a little orange sticking out of it. And it's kind of like an odd pinkish, reddish brick. Not like that normal brick, but like a painted brick. Kind of strange color, like adobe mud. It is a smaller building. And as you walk up to it, you can see that there is a very quiet crowd here tonight. It would seem like there's maybe only another 2-3 people inside, and doesn't even look to have a staff member behind the bar.
Heather, I do have a question before we settle down here. There was somebody named Jim.
Just Jim. Oh, Jim. Yeah. She goes, did you see him? Did he make it?
No, I don't know. I just know he's the one who talked to Miss Brown at the house. I just wanted to make sure you knew about that.
And she goes, yeah, Jim's a good guy. He's kind of old. He's kind of crotchety. He's not the nicest guy, not at first. But he's seen a lot of shit in his time. But all in all, he's very good at organization and very good at covering tracks. And he's a good one to have on your side, regardless of whether or not he actually really likes you in his heart, if that means anything.
All right. Also, I was wondering, does this place have a stage?
It does. It's not a very large stage, but it is one befit for the best karaoke competition you could ever ask for.
I'll be right back. And then I kind of disappeared into the restroom area.
I'm gonna walk up to the bar if the bartender's back, since we've walked in, and just order a whiskey on the rocks, considering we look kind of a large group like us without any drinks. Probably it's not the best for morale.
There is no bartender that seems
Never
to
mind. I don't need to order shit.
But as you walk up to the bar,
Oh, never mind.
one of the men sitting there looks at you, who seems to have a cup of something sitting right by him. Can't quite see what it is. It's in a mug. Seems to be low. He goes, they're on break. You could just take whatever you want, honestly, right now. They're not going to be back for a minute. And I think they're probably not gonna know.
You insist. I'm just gonna hop behind the bar and pour myself a whiskey on the rocks, and I'm gonna sip it very slowly.
He chuckles a bit and he goes, take a seat. He goes, you guys waiting for Kurt?
Are you Jim?
He goes, oh, no. He goes, I know Jim too.
All right. This is all very new to me. I don't know Bob from Billy, so.
And you do see, as you all are all standing there, a couple more people appear from outside. There are two people that seem to walk out from the back of the kitchen. And they all look very happy to see each other. And they look at Heather and the twins and seem very happy to see them. And Heather goes, oh, God, okay, you all made it. Whew. And they go, yeah, where's Kurt? Says the man by the bar. She goes, he separated from us to scout ahead. I assumed that he probably would have been the first to find this place. No, I thought he was with you. And they stare back and forth at each other. They go, we'll figure that out. I'm sure he's fine. She goes, these are some of the new kindred that we saved, released. Oh, she goes, they're just going to keep doing this. Anyway, we've got more. She goes, I heard some word earlier. I got a text. She said, were there more vans intercepted? And the one behind the bar that had just walked out of the kitchen kind of chuckles and goes, yeah, 2 more vans, actually. What are you guys, your names? What are they?
I'm Agnes. That's it. You can just call me Agnes.
Nice to meet you all. I'm Arthur. I'm in charge of cataloging things. One of the vans that we were able to intercept had belongings in it. There was an Agnes in there of stuff that was tagged.
Was there a hat?
Yeah.
That was my favorite hat. If you can tell me where that hat is, I'd be pleased as punch.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're all here because it's a shame Kurt's not here, but walk with me behind the place and I'll show you I'll show you our setup. Our current.
Then I rush out and I kind of do a couple cartwheels and I land on the stage. And I just say, ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? All the world's a stage.
And everyone does turn and look to you.
And I have in the meantime flipped my baseball pants around, so I'm wearing them backwards, and my shirt's on inside out. And all the men and women are merely players. They have their exits and entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts, blah, blah, blah. Shakespeare, thank you.
And they
Oh, yeah, everyone, yeah. I was going to say, if all the world's a stage, can someone please usher me out to the exit? Thank you very much.
Aw.
And you see Heather walk up and go, that was nice. She goes, I like that. She's like, also, she goes, whose bar is this? Heather says, and one of them looks up and goes, Don. She goes, which one of you is Don? And they all kind of chuckle to themselves. And she goes, oh, see in the back? And they all nod. She goes, is he going to remember any of this? And they all shake their head no. She goes, okay. She goes, I was going to say you had a shining future performing here, Jax. I was going to suggest that you be the next headliner, but it's probably for the best you're not. I, however, thought it was wonderful.
Thank you. I'm still working on it. I have only a little bit of that memorized, but I like to think I bring my own flair to it.
And you do see Charlie run out of the bathroom at that moment and goes, am I late? Am I late? Am I late? Am I late? And he seems to reach into his pocket with a shredded napkin and just kind of throws it up into the air like confetti and goes, ta-da!
Oh, it's okay, Charlie. We'll do it again later.
I'm sorry, Jax. I did try. I did. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It was a, informal dress rehearsal.
Are you talking to somebody? Heather says.
Oh, I would as a thespian, I have to memorize, and sometimes I have to, say them out loud so that the lines have muscle memory to my mouth. So I enunciate the words to myself.
She goes, that's a good one. She goes, Delilah, when you used to sing, she goes, still, honestly, big fan, still having a hard time coming to terms with the fact that I'm saving Delilah from. Anyway, when you used to sing, did you used to do that? Did you used to enunciate? Also, where did all this napkin shred come from?
Oh, yes, always. It's all about coming from the diaphragm and making sure that everybody's ears just melt. It's like I say at my seminars. You got to give it all and leave it all out there.
She's the best.
Like that.
Always a pleasure to meet a fan.
And you see the man goes, I like this. He goes, we have a celebrity now too. He goes, this is great. The Inquisition is taking famous people. And Heather goes, yeah, I know. He goes, all right. Oh, follow me. He goes, I'll walk you down to where we've got your stuff. We've got a little bit of a compound set up. And he does explain this as he's walking. He goes, we had one set up before it got raided. Somehow they knew where we were. He goes, I'm not entirely certain how they found out. Really, none of us are. He goes, but we had quite the resistance going. Some of us didn't make it. A lot of our stuff didn't make it. But we've still maintained the old ways. We were able to get some shipments, interfere with them, be they through transit of other kindred or some of their belongings and information that they've had, and we're able to bring them to ourselves if we can and sort through it and either give things back to them and help them get out. had some luck with some Nosferatu helping us hack into a few of their things. A couple of double agents, which is also how we think they found out about the last location that kind of got us raided. So it's a bit of a double-edged sword, but we're trying our hardest in all the ways that we can to make this whole shit show stop. And he does open up the door of what looks like a slight shed out back. He has walked you out back behind the bar through a parking lot of what looks like kind of the back of a strip mall. And there is just kind of like a shed. It looks like one of those normal garage sheds that someone would have just sitting out back for storage. And as he pops the door open, you see that it leads down to a stairwell that is going underground. Would appear to be like some sort of fallout shelter kind of thing. He goes, we have a lot of supplies and stuff down there right now. What we were able to collect from the last location, we've moved here. It just looks very unassuming. Nobody's going to try and look in the porta potty. And he smacks the outside of the plastic shed that's there. And he goes, feel free. When you head down there, you'll see there's probably another 10 or 12 of us down there, and quite a few boxes of stuff to go through, including some of your belongings.
Well, that sounds good to me. I need to get all my stuff back and my glasses so I can read a little better. Let's go into this toilet hole, everyone.
And you do.
Latrines never bothered me. Let's go.
As you walk down the stairwell, you make it through that entryway, and it's bigger on the inside. What is about the size of probably a very large living room, dining room area is spread out. It's really tall. They dug this deep. It's got a high ceiling in here. It makes it feel less claustrophobic, less like you're underground. And there are a couple of doors leading off of that room with little makeshift signs written on them by hand in marker that say procured belongings claimed, one that says extra weaponry. There is one that says beds on it. And you see a couple of people sitting there at a card table. There's maybe about 6 or 7 people in this room, actually. Some of them on the younger side are kind of off over there listening to headphones, and they have music in, and again, some of the card table playing. And you can see people inside of the other rooms kind of moving things around. The doors have windows on them, and you see that they kind of look like they're categorizing things and like marking things down and checking back and forth. And this is the scene that you walk into. And these two, Heather and the gentleman, do follow you down. And you also hear coming down the stairs in a rather lard and lunkish clunk type sound as he trips. You hear, wait, I'm here, trip. And he does brush himself off and he goes, hi guys. And it is your friend Kurt.
It's our little sewer rat. How are you doing, Nugget?
He goes, good to see you. Agnes, can I call you Aggie yet? When am I allowed to call you Aggie?
No one calls me Aggie.
He goes, okay, that's all right. I know you said that. I was just thinking maybe. And he goes, and hello, Delilah.
Oh, Jesus.
No.
You look beautiful. I love all this.
I know.
I'm glad you found your way. This is our little makeshift camp. Please feel free to ask any questions to anyone. Make yourself comfortable. Get your stuff back. Any of that. It's all up to you. Just relax. We're trying to put together a plan. We still haven't got our thing back. You know, the thing that Heather was worried about. And she does look down at him with this side glance that could just shoot daggers through him. And he goes, I'll stop talking about it. But please, enjoy. They're all very nice people.
So I can just dive in and start looking for my stuff?
He goes, oh, the room's right over there. Yeah, if you walk over there and tell them your name, they should be able to bring out what they found that was categorized when the two I had. They took your stuff, moved it, that thing.
Okay, all right. Well, then I'm going over there. Let's go. I just walk on over there.
And there is a little room, and you see an old woman opens the door, and she goes, "Oh, hello, dear. What's you looking for your things? Are you all new?"
Yes, my name is Tuesday. Jack's Tuesday.
Jack's Tuesday. All right, dear. Give me a moment. How many of there are you?
There's two of me. Wait, there's just me right now, and then there's other people over there. But I'm the only person, the thing, anything. It's just one here.
And she does smile at you and goes, I've got you, dear. I understand. Is that Heather?
Yeah, Heather. Yeah, that's who I came with.
Oh, good to see that dear made it out. All right, dear. And she takes her a minute, and she files through some paperwork, and she goes, oh, let's see. All right. And she turns around, and there are quite a few boxes on a shelf. This is a very long hallway that it seems to be in this room, and hallways of rows of shelving. And it's almost the same size as the room that you're standing in. And she does walk over and pull something out for you that is a small box that about yay big. And she says, there was also this cane and this ukulele that were tagged by the same name. Are these all your belongings?
Yeah, these are all mine. Thank you. Oh, my ukulele. Thank you so much. I'm taking it all.
No problem, dear. We've processed them the best way that we can, which is an anti-process process, which essentially we go through and we try and comb for all the bugs. So we paid no mind to anything that might have been personal of yours in there. But if things seem a bit jostled or moved around, know that we did it for your protection and safety to make sure that they did not put any kind of tracking device in your belongings.
And I get in her face and I say, listen. This stuff is all very, 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 very important to me. And I will remember if any of it is broken or missing or, you know.
It was quite dear. We've done as gentle a job as we can. Luckily, when we found it, there was nothing broken in it to begin with. The two apparently also took a delicate turn with it. But you get everything should be there. Everything that is there is how we found it. So.
All right. Then I just turn around and go, you guys, come get your stuff.
I'm right behind you now.
Yeah, I roll in as well.
All right. Should be under Agnes. I'm looking for an old pistol and a war bonnet.
And she goes,
a hat.
The hat. And she goes, yes,
sorry.
I don't need to look for that one. I actually know exactly where that is. The big giant hat. And
no one's gonna want it. Belonged to an old buddy of mine.
She does walk around the back, and you see that she comes back and she has all of your stuff over her arm. She goes, here you go, dear. Again, this is everything that matched the tag. And if there is anything missing, again, I do apologize. That was not on our end. We just take it as we find it. So everything that had your tag on it is, in fact, returned to you now. Hopefully that should be it.
I opened the pistol to check to see if the bullets are still in there.
The ammunition that you remember having is still in there, and it is the same amount.
Excellent. I'll put that with my new friend in the back of my pants. That sounds dirty. I'll mute myself now.
All right, yeah. And I should warn you, keep the bullets and the shooting to a minimum in here. Some of the more docile folk get a little riled up if you go around shooting things. So just there's a sort of makeshift Elysium here where we are.
Trust me. The weaponry is just for show. I don't need a gun to win a fight. But thank you very much for your time and for my hat.
Oh,
I mean, we totally did. I mean, they totally did use guns earlier today, and that was a whole thing. And
Oh, yeah. That was earlier.
like now, no guns. But can I have my stuff, please?
oh, what is your name, dear?
It should be under Ebis, maybe. Unless it's under my human name, I'm not sure.
She goes, I have one for both, actually.
Oh.
Hold on a minute. There was quite a bit of it. A couple of bags, actually. Hold on. And she does come back carrying 2 separate bags. One that is all of your ritual components, a black doctor bag that is harboring all of those. And she also has a kind of satchel type looking bag that has bow tie print all over it and an owl ring that's kind of tied up in the drawstring holding it together. And
wonderful. You've got all my knickknacks and paddywhacks. Thank you so much. That's all my stuff. It's all very important. Just like Jax was saying, it's all this stuff is important. None of it is excessive or needless or anything. I'm just like putting it all away around my shoulder and just kind of taking all my stuff. Thank you so much. You've been a great help. I'm definitely, this is not useless stuff. It's all very useful. And I just kind of trot into a corner to start like getting redressed and arranging my bow ties in like a little like sling inside my blazer.
And you do kind of hear her mutter under her breath, I'm not sure how an entire bag satchel full of bow ties is a useful thing, but
I have incredibly good hearing and I can hear you, and I do not appreciate this judgment.
And she goes, that's all right, Puddin'. And she goes, you'll accept the truth one of these days. A hoarder is a hoarder. And she does slightly chuckle and goes, how about you, dear? Are you have a giant bag of bow ties you'd like me to fish out for you?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Oh, yes, darling. The rest of your friends seem to have got their belongings already. Although this is quite an outfit.
Thank you. There should just be a bag, and it's an Hermes Birkin bag. Great.
Oh, the designer one. Yeah, I'll be right back with that. And she does come back carrying a very fancy designer Hermes bag that she does kind of stop for a moment and does a little twirl for you as she walks it up. And she goes, I've always wanted to do that. Even in my younger days, I didn't really, couldn't afford such things. But I feel like a runway model for a moment. There you go, dear.
Oh, enjoy the moment, baby. If it makes you feel sexy, that's when you got to do it.
Yes. And she does kind of vogue for a second, which is very shuddered and odd as this little pale old woman does let out this little vogue. And she goes, welcome you all to the Safe Haven. I believe we can just call it the Safe Haven. We did have strategic names for some of the other parts, but you'll find that we do a lot of card games around here. There are different competitions that we have, different dance shows, or at least we used to keep ourselves entertained. We try not to go up to the streets too much around here, especially those of us who have been taken before, those of us who are known to them now. There seems to be a bit of a snatch and grab game going on. Once they find you, somehow you're easier for them to find every time. And, it's safe to partake in the entertainment down here if you need. I understand if you all choose to leave and retreat up to the streets, but if you do so, we recommend don't go by yourself. If you go for a hunt or something, always take a buddy with you. A buddy system is very important around these parts right now. After that last raid, we lost quite a bit of numbers. So it would do you well to make friends around these parts and make sure that you always have someone by your side to protect you in case need be. And you all do see Kurt walk up and go, she's not kidding. It happens more often than you think. You think that you're out and you're free and you're good, and you look around and half your party's just missing. And then I have to go fish them out of there again.
I appreciate the advice. I really do. But I've been making it on my own for quite some time. And now that I have my belongings back, my possessions, I don't see any reason why I shouldn't just hit it. So it was nice meeting all of you. I'm just gonna kind of get my stuff together and get out of here. I got some, I got places to go.
Jaxie, my darling, just because you always have doesn't mean you always should. Do you know what I mean? Just because you've always been a leaf on the wind by yourself doesn't mean that things can't change. Not necessarily a spear to the chest, but sometimes things change. And you gotta change with them. How about you stay together with us for a little while, just until we figure out what's going on?
And to add to that, Jax, I ain't a fan of no Shakespeare. I find him as dull as dishwater, but I am a fan of you, and I would hate to see you put back in that tank that we all found ourselves in not too long ago. It feels like it was years ago, but it was, I don't know, 6 hours? Look, all I'm saying is if you want to go out and venture off, just don't do it alone. I understand being on your own like that is my go-to. There is way too many people underground here, and I do not plan to be staying in here cooped up all the time, but I got to figure out this situation. I got to figure out how much they know about me, about where I live. Same thing about you, same with all of us. If they just caught us, I need to know. I need to assess the situation. I don't want to go in there again blindly like before.
Well, what about you, Ebis? You got anything to say about it?
I mean, I was thinking about leaving too, but I guess they have a strong argument. If they already know everything about us, then what's the point in going back if we're just gonna get caught again? Plus, you said you were gonna teach me about ghosts, so that's the whole thing.
And you do see Kurt step up and go, we're trying to figure out how it is that they can find us. We haven't quite been able to pinpoint it yet. And I promise you that as soon as we figure it out and we figure out how we keep ending up back in there, then, you're free to go. Anything that we request of you is just out of mutual safety for yourself and others. But you, Agnes, so not your friend.
I was about to, but you're good. All right. Yes.
You said you wanted to know more. What is it that you would like to know?
I want to know how to kill these mother, birds of a feather flock together, and that Sister Mary, whatever her name is, seems to be the mother flocker. So I would like to put an end to this, so we don't have to deal with this again and put back in a tank.
Well, killing them for the most part isn't that hard. And Heather goes, they're human.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'd like to get started on doing that part, the whole killing part. Now, I do intend to help y'all if you plan on killing them. I know I do, but it's going to cost you. I have a very particular appetite, and will help all I can. And I make an ordinary fight look like a prayer meeting, so count me in.
All right, here's what we're going to do. And Delilah grabs her purse and she pulls out her checkbook. And
okay.
But as she's reaching into her bag for the checkbook, she also pulls out her makeup bag. And she takes out her makeup bag. She puts a little lipstick to the side. And then she pulls out a knife and she pulls out 2 guns from the bottom. And she kind of looks up.
My kind of girl.
I run into a lot of interesting people, and it's always best to be prepared. And then she just pulls out, she finds the pen she's looking for, and she writes a check to Agnes for her services in advance to get her to stay with them.
I do appreciate the check, darling. But I also would like payment in a different way. I know we have done business before, and you did pay me very handsomely, but that also was a nice killing on my part that I got to enjoy a nice meal. Now, I don't know about you, but killing humans and hunting humans doesn't really satisfy my palate, if you get what my drift.
Oh, Kurt says, I have an idea. And he looks at you, Ebus, and he goes, I think you might be able to help your friend out.
How's that?
He goes, you're one of those Tremere, aren't you? Because if it wasn't the giant ward that blasted me in the ass the first time I chased you down, trying to warn you guys you were going the wrong way, then it was the ritual kit. But you guys, you have the best kind of blood for others that need that kind. No, because you don't do that thing that turns people into slaves. I haven't known a lot of Tremere, but I've done a lot of research.
Also, darling, I'm going to stop you right there. This ain't my first rodeo. I'm not being a slave or enslaving anybody. I'm just enjoying a meal. There's no worry about that.
I mean, like, this is all super gross, but yeah. Like, I don't. If you take my blood, like, or vice versa, I can't blood bond, all that good stuff. I mean, you know.
I can oblige as well if you need, Agnes. Anything that you need from me, I'm willing to help.
Well, thank you, Kurt. And I mean, as tasty as you sound, I feel a little nick from you would probably put you under, darling. You are, again, as skinny as a snake on stilts. So I'm going to pass on giving a bite out of you until, maybe I'm real desperate. But don't you worry, I won't be enslaving anyone today.
He goes, I don't know what you mean. I'm swole. And he does make flexes, but they are just little tiny little toothpicks with you could see little bits of muscle, but there's not much of it. He goes, I think I'm sexy. He goes, well, I think you guys should stay. I think you'll be comfortable here, at least until we can figure out how to keep you safe. We're currently got some intel. We might be able to make a trip soon. I've had recent contact with one of my sisters who's made it out. Something about a doctor, a kindred doctor, looking us over to see what they've done while they've been in there, and she's bringing him this way to us. It should be a nice guy. She says nice things about him. Says he's very helpful. So when Gwen and him get here, we can have everybody looked over and make sure that they're okay.
Listen, I will stay as long as you understand my purpose here. I am meant to put on a great show. And I've been working on this great show all of my life and all of my unlife, and nothing, not even the final death, will keep me from doing it. Now, I am, not afraid of blood. And I unsheath my cane to show the blade underneath of it. I'm not even afraid of my blood. And I slice open my hand. And I kind of let it spill out. And I wipe it on my face. And I'm not afraid to spill any of yours if you keep me from my purpose. Understood?
And you see that Kurt nods with very big, wide eyes, and he does look up at Heather and goes, I think we should go undominate Don and then redominate Don and tell him that he has a new gig that has a residency here upstairs for the time being for a while. And Heather looks down at him and goes, I think we can sell him on it without having to do the woo-woo to his mind, Kurt. And he goes, you're right. They are a rough bunch, actually. I think you'll all like that bar. There's a reason that we chose to kind of hide out behind that one and underneath that one. A lot of times, the things that we do go unnoticed, but I think you wanting to be noticed, I think they'll like that, because everything you're saying, sister, ooh, that's that crowd, 100%.
Oh, goody. Well, then let's meet that doctor, shall we?
Well, he won't be here for some time. I'm still waiting. They're coming from Barstow, I believe. It'll be a moment, but in the meantime, we can return to the bar, or if you guys want to meet some of the others down here, you're welcome as well. But the choice is yours. We're kind of at an impasse until we get more information from the others, and it's not 100% foolproof yet. So we're working it out. I apologize for the inconvenience and putting you guys in a hole in the ground. Our last place was much nicer than this.
Looks fine to me. I'm gonna walk over to Delilah really quick and kind of grab that check from your hand and be like, I'll keep you safe. It's an honor to do service with you once more.
I'm just here to make it all happen, baby.
Add enough zeros and not quite sure what that meant. I muted a little too fast.
You see Kurt walk over and go, look, I know it's no consolation to tell you guys that a lot of us have been through this a bunch of times. But again, if there's anything that we can help you with, of accepting the reality that the 2-eye is hunting you down, and you're kind of on the run at the moment, let us know. If you see something, say something. And we are here to help and give you as much information as we can. Even if some of you do choose to go back on your own, at least come to us and ask us for advice first, and we can probably set up some way to get you out and at least get you out with a group back to your hometowns. But we've been able to acquire quite a bit of information over the time being, and he does motion you guys over to another room that's close to where the belongings room was. And he opens it up, and there are more shelves in there. He goes, this is some of the stuff that we got from some of the hard drives. We had a group of kindred that came in a couple weeks back that were able to kind of infiltrate one of their main databases. And we were able to come up with some decent information about what they were up to. If any of you were curious, that is.
Well, if we're gonna shut down this weird facility, then we'll probably need some information.
Yeah, I don't know too much about computers, but if you can pull it up, I'd like to take a look.
And you do see he kind of hits a couple of buttons. All right, there's that. Intrinsic with this file, and he does run over and he pulls out something that has a bunch of photos attached to it, different kinds of clippings and evidence. And he goes, well, this is just the beginning. He goes, but, well, he goes, as you see here, It's like it's a deal between the government and this particular church. And you see, this is owned by Mary Esther. There's a lot of files here and a lot of links, and they always seem to come back to her. She's purchased a lot of different properties. And eventually, she bought the facility under the Denver airport, and that's where we all were. In case nobody knew that. So yeah, that big thing down there. That's where that is. And that's where we escaped from. He goes, but that's not the worst part. And he does flip through some more pages, and he goes, see right here, and he points out. He goes, this is where it's linked to Cheyenne Mountain, which is one of the largest military bases that we have. Like here, like the whole country. And he goes, so we're not entirely certain how good that could be for any of us, but we know that it could be very, very, very bad. So we've come to the conclusion that they're trying to, and don't think I'm crazy for saying this, they said it, not me, cure us. And they've put a lot of money into it. At least Sister Mary Esther is. There's a few more other high-ups that hang around that have different questionable motives. He goes, let me show you this guy. And he does bring up a video, a clip of what is a CC camera footage. And you hear a voice that you all recognize. It is the same voice that you heard when you were in your containment units at the very beginning, before you were able to escape. And he is praying, and a brilliant white light shines out from his chest where he seems to be clutching something, and a group of kindred drop to their knees and start screaming in agony. And he goes, all right. And he pauses the video and he goes, this fuck right here. He goes, let me tell you about this guy. He goes, nobody knows what his deal is. We think he's a priest. He's definitely some kind of weird ass doctor. But
he's like a killer Care Bear. What the hell was that?
He goes, I know. He goes, we know he's a priest because that's what they call true faith. It's a thing that some of the hunters that hunt us can do, where it's not like their God actually protects them. It's their faith in the thing that they believe in. And they just believe in it so hard. And it's really hard to fuck with. Because, as anyone who's ever tried to, convince anyone of the truth when they weren't hearing it, it's the people's beliefs and their convictions are stronger than you would think.
This this deity that he's praying to, do you know what it looks like?
Oh, well, he's a Catholic priest by the garb, so I would assume that would be the one.
Okay, I was raised, I guess atheist is what you would call it, so I wouldn't even know. But I did have a dream about a horse. It was a blue horse with red eyes.
Oh, that's Lucifer. He's right outside the Denver, Colorado International Airport.
Oh yeah, I've read about that thing. It's a giant horse that's blue that has like enormous balls or something crazy like that, right?
No, he goes, it actually, although I think if it had enormous balls, that would make the story much less tragic. He goes, it actually fell on the artist that created it and took him out. Lights kaput. Done. His kids had to actually finish the whole thing themselves and put it up in place. And it's very, very tall, which you can't tell until you walk up right next to it. And then it's absolutely fucking terrifying.
I feel like I had a vision about that horse too, even though I've never really seen it in real life. Do you think there's some kind of anchor of power in that thing? Because it killed a man?
It's definitely worth checking out. And you do see that a little spark, like a light bulb, goes off over his head as you say that. And he does furiously write that down. He's like, Heather, we should probably check out Lucifer. Both of them have had visions about this thing. It is a pinnacle of the city. People do see it when they fly in. It would make sense if they were trying to use it as some sort of what could they do with it? Spy through it? Send a beacon? Who knows what these people fucking write? And he does start taking even more notes. He goes, we'll look into that. And you hear his phone go off in his pocket. And he goes, sorry. Oh, good news for everyone. My sister's here with the doctor that we told you about from Barstow. They've finally arrived. So if any of you would like to meet him and my loving sister, we can head back out and upstairs. And if any of you want to take some of this with you to look over in the meantime, let me know and I'll grab the files for you to look through. And he does look right at you, Ebus. He goes, and especially you. I can tell you're a thinker.
Let's file this way in my bag and let's go on up and meet this doctor.
He goes, okay. And he goes, these ones in particular, and he pulls out another chunk of files. He goes, are ones that I haven't had the chance to thumb through yet. So if you get bored, it's my gift to you.
Perfect. I just put them all in my hands, and as we're walking, I'm just reading them, like speed reading them very quickly.
It's a lot of technology mumbo jumbo. You can tell that there are things in here that a lot of it is copies of conversations, different text messages and things. It's stuff that you realize that when the time comes, you're probably going to have to actually sit down and kind of comb through line by line to see if you're able to find any kind of clues. But they are in your possession now, and you do have something to give you a little bit more insight into the happenings that are going on inside the facility. As you all walk out back to the main room, you see everyone there is kind of gathered around two new people that are standing by the doorway. Heather cracks another smile on her face, which has been very rare since she's been around you guys. She's usually keeping a very brooding, tough girl personality, but she looks over and sees Kurt's face and looks at this new person standing in the room and gives a little bit of a heartfelt smile to the both of them as Kurt runs up to join them and throws his arms around a girl slightly taller than him, wearing a long black coat. She has long sleeves, and it's either her hoodie is pulled up past her thumb with her thumb tucked through it, or she's got on fingerless gloves. It's a little hard to tell, but it's a special brand of hacker homeless chic that she has going on with this outfit, but stylish nonetheless. And she does smile, a very big smile, as she gives Kurt a giant hug. And she goes, this is the doctor I told you about, Kurt. We've got good news and bad news, guys. And Kurt goes, I'm just so happy you're alive. These are my new friends. By the way, they weren't in the compound last time you were here. This is Delilah, Jax, Agnes, and Ebus. Ebus is, she's our smart one. That's why she's got all the files in her hand. She doesn't normally look like that. And
Hold on a second. What do you mean she's the smart one, as if we aren't all intelligent in some way, shape, or form? I understand we have more prudent things to worry about at this juncture. However,
because she
watch
has
your
the bow
mouth.
tie, though. The bow tie person is always in charge. It's a rule. Look at Doctor Who.
Who's that? Doctor?
I don't care
What?
how cool you think bow ties are. They don't depict the rules or
And
intelligence.
I'm wearing a hat.
I suppose by pirate law that dictates that you're in charge. So, all right, my rules are faulty. My laws are faulty. I get that. And you see that this new girl looks down at Kurt and shakes her head. She goes, I apologize for my brother. He was no better when he was alive. He was just like this when he was alive. But I love him. I love him. She goes, this is my friend, Dr. Anston. Yeah, we've known each other for not a long time, but a couple of years now. And he specializes on us.
And Dr. Henson, so from where do you hail? Where did you get your education?
Well, when it comes to working on Kindred, that was the school of the hard knocks, young lady. It was, just going around the streets, taking care of who needed help. But I'm here now to help all of you. I used to be a doctor back in the day when I was alive for, of course, the living. But a bit of mishap met me, and well, now I'm much like you. So my practice has changed a little bit. But well, I did find some rather disturbing things during an examination with young Gwyn here last time she escaped. We were able to do some x-rays, MRIs, find some things that we think might help every single one of you get out of this a little better, at least make it a little harder for them to find you, if you will.
Okay, well, so what's the news? What are they doing to us up in that lab? I heard something about them trying to clean us of our kindredness.
So, well, yeah, that's part of it. Of course, I've done a bit of reading on that doctor that seems to be the one messing with all of you. And he's known for experimentation of some sort, but he keeps trying to prove his way up to the top of the high Holy Vatican City. So he's probably trying to go for something a bit influential, out of pocket, if you will, something to really make a name for himself. And I feel that it's possible if he thinks that he can cure a demon, as they see us, that might be enough to get him the spot that he's looking for, which is probably why he's doing a lot of what he's doing. But it is not his motive that bothers me, dear. It's what he does. We've found some interesting things with dear Gwyn here. Dear, have you told them what happened to you all? And he looks between Gwyn and Kurt. And you see Kurt gets really somber and quiet for a moment and kind of looks down. He goes, I didn't feel it was necessary. Well, I think you should tell them. If you don't, I will. They need to know what kind of terrible people these people are. Gwen goes, I'll say it. Kurt and I used to be kind of hackers around here. We thought there was some weirdness going on. We got into the conspiracy theory about the airport. We started doing a little digging in, and we found out a little too much. And they didn't like that. We were still alive when all of that happened. They don't just experiment on Kindred. They experiment on people that are giving them headaches as well. And they turn them in to Kindred and other creatures and use them for experiments. It's a never-ending cycle. So it's kind of everybody is at stake here if we don't fix it. But that's not the worst part. They are chipping us, Kurt. And he goes, what? How? And she does pull down her jacket, and you see on the back of her arm behind her elbow is a little incision that's been stitched back closed. And she goes, I tried hard to heal it. I think it was because it was the second one. I don't know. It was a little harder to heal this time. She goes, but I got it. He goes, wait, you've been in there since then? Since you gone out and came back? And she goes, look, what do you always say, Kurt? He goes, it's not getting out, it's staying out. She goes, yes. But if any of you need help, we should probably examine you.
If I have one of those little chippy things in me, I want it out right now.
The doctor goes, well, dear, come here, come over. And you do see he pulls out a pair of spectacles from his jacket and puts it on and kind of puts a microscope type thing on the front of it. And goes, where's my toolkit? There it is. And he pulls it out and goes, well, bring your arm over here, darling. Let's see what we got. He goes, so it shouldn't hurt too bad. I
Check both.
I try to keep my scalpels as sharp as possible. He goes,
Just dig in, Doc. It ain't gonna hurt.
Well, all right, because doing this without an X-ray machine, I might need one or two. And hold on, I'm going to roll for him to see how accurate he actually is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll like a stamina roll or anything?
I will get to your guys' roll in just a second. He actually does a decent job at this. There is a slight little trickle of blood that takes a moment before it actually drips, because the blade in and of itself is super sharp. It is a doctor's scalpel. And you do see he kind of spreads the skin apart a little bit and takes an implement and is able to pull out a tiny little chip. Important point of clarification: is anyone at a 4 hunger or higher?
No, thank God.
Excellent. So this
No. Oh, sorry.
this tiny little drip of blood does fall and hit the floor, and you see Heather kind of wince for a minute, like she's trying to fight something off, and she goes, continue, Doc. I'm just feeling a bit woozy. And she does walk out, and you see that the doctor does pull out a very tiny red computer chip that looks like it's got different things going through it, but it's so microscopic, almost about the size of a grain of rice. He goes, that's it right there. And he goes, now hold on. And he takes a knife that's sitting over on the table, and he puts the tip of it into the chip and kind of punches it down with his hand. And you see that it just breaks apart like a tiny little cracked piece of plastic.
Those bastards.
He goes, all right. Yeah. He goes, that's the first one. It's the first time you've been in, right?
Yeah.
He goes, it should heal right up. It's the normal way if you try. Because next time it'll take a little longer if they get you again. But he goes, at least now you know where they are. He goes, so watch out for that. He goes, if there's any other rest of you would like to come this way, I can do the same for you as well. I'll try my best not to leave any scars on you or anything. I realize, man's image is his life. The same for a lady.
I'll go next, Doctor. But just so you know, in case this has to be a full body examination, if you take off my trousers, there's not going to be anything else under there because I do not wear underwear. Since I have become what I am, I have not found it necessary. I'm a minimalist.
I was, a bit of commando. He goes, I've seen that in my time. He goes, you'd think that people would wear underpants knowing that they were going to be in a hospital gown, but some of them just don't. He goes, they really don't. He goes, but I appreciate that. You're a free spirit. And he goes, come this way, and I'll see what I can do for you. And he goes, just your jacket is the only thing necessary. I just need to see the back of your arm.
Okay.
Goes, all right. He goes, I'll make this quick incision here, and it should be out right as rain. And he does pull the chip out. And you see Gwen kind of lean in closer to the chip. And she goes, wait, doctor, before you destroy that, she goes, that looks different than the one that was in my arm. Well, and he does kind of rotate the scopes a little bit. He goes, well, I believe it does. He goes, it's a different color, perhaps. Well, something's off about it. He goes, I don't reckon you want me to save one of these. She goes, I'm not sure if that's a good idea. Anybody think that they can get a look at this, study this, and see what's up with this?
This is out of my territory unless you want me to shoot it.
She goes, that was the second option, so you're not that far off. She goes,
I mean, I could take a look at it with, you know, I mean, I know something about something, but not a ton about technology specifically, but I could look at it. I have a specialty in science. Does that count? Technology, technically?
Yes. Give me your intelligence plus either science or technology, whichever is higher for you.
Science, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh god, I lost one. Okay, that 1, 2. That's 3 successes.
3 successes. You hold this thing a little closer to your face, and Ebus, even you kind of like grab the doctor's glasses from him for a second and kind of look at it a little closer to see what he sees. And you realize that there is like a tiny microscopic mark in these things that looks like it links into something. So there is a way to read this chip. You are almost certain.
Looks like we got we need a tiny chip reader of some sort to, you know, take a look at this. So maybe we should keep this one around. I don't know, maybe keep it in a lead box, or not sure how to jam transmission signals, but that sounds like that could work.
He goes, I might be able to do something about that. Kurt says, I can get on top of that. We have a couple of Nosferatu friends, but in the meantime, Gwen, I'm really glad you're safe. I'm gonna get this thing out of here. And he does take the chip from you and kind of pulls a little napkin out of his pocket and wraps it up in that. And he goes, I know it won't help the transmission. He goes, but at least I won't lose it. And he sticks it in his pocket. He goes, I'll be seeing you guys later. He goes, if there's anything else you need, hit me up. If I hear anything, I'll do the same. And good luck getting your arm sliced open. Bye. And you do see him run up the stairs. She goes, Gwen says, that's probably for the best. If the GPS chip is here, that means they know we're here. So let's get the rest of these out of your arms and destroyed.
Sounds good. I guess I'll go next. Here's my fun little elbow.
And you do see the doctor takes your arm, and he does do the same thing, and he repeats the process for all of you. And every single time that he takes one out, he does the same thing. Puts it on the table, puts the knife on top of it, and like a punch, just smacks it down in cracking the GPS chip. And he goes, well, I realize that you all might need some help around here. Some of the more in-depth examinations that I would like to do of you all are just of your brain. So not necessary for you to get into a gown, dear. You'll be all right. He says to you, Jax. He goes, but well, some of the things that have happened to Gwen have been a bit odd. We've had some talks. She's had some interesting troubles using some of her disciplines, even some of her powers. She, of course, was not really blessed when it came to the options of her powers to begin with, but the one that particularly makes you see things, your second sight, if you will, they've been trying to find ways to mess with that, hijack it almost, if you will, use it to their benefit of things as such. We believe that this is how they've been spying on people, that and those chips. So I would say it is best to try and keep your wits about you. And if you feel someone trying to peek through your mind or pry through your eyes. Do the best. Use everything inside of you that you can, if you can, to not let them see what that is.
That's a lot to take in. I'll let you know how it goes.
So, darling, just I'm sorry, but this is just my takeaway from all of that. You're taking out these devices and you're smashing them here. And just with my small understanding of technology, is this showing up as the last place that those devices were spotted when they check? So wouldn't
Yes,
wouldn't
it
we
will.
and you be in danger?
We all are, really. And you see Heather kind of moves to the front. She goes, this isn't the final location anyways. She goes, we have one more safe hold that is a little further out of the way. It's going to take us a night to get there, but once we get there, we should be able to do some planning, but it's a couple-hour trip. We've been trying to secure a bit of a ride over there, possibly see how many of us were left. This was the meeting spot. She goes, but I just got word while you guys were doing that, we have our final location. Any of you guys ever heard of the Stanley Hotel?
I'd say I have.
So it's kind of a famous hotel in Colorado. It's been in a bunch of movies and stuff. It's should be safer there.
That's out by the Rockies, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And she turns to you, Agnes, and goes, I feel like you'll appreciate that a lot. And she goes, and good news for you too, Jax. They have a lovely bar and lounge. With
Charlie, have you ever been to this place?
Charlie appears behind you and almost seems to step out from behind you again and looks at you and goes, no, I haven't been. I always wanted to go there. He goes, that's the place they filmed The Shining.
Yeah, let's go.
And that is a good place to end our story for this week.
Woo!
I had to say, when you said, have any of you heard of the Stanley? Agnes wouldn't have known what that was, but Bonnie got really excited because I've stayed in that hotel.
I haven't. I would like to go. This is me being jealous of Bonnie in May.
It's very cool. My mother, growing up, my mother was a ghost hunter as a hobby, so we did a lot of crazy things. Yeah.
That does not surprise me at all.
Yep. Anyway, that's irrelevant to anything. But all these haunted houses and haunted locations we're going to, I'm just like little Bonnie would be like, yeah. Come on, Mom, let's go.
But little Bonnie and little May would get along very much, and that's exactly why. I will go around one last time with our cast here, our wonderful, wonderful, amazing kindred. And I will also, if you guys have anything that you want to plug, that you want to do the Brady Bunch look to side to side, do you guys, if there's anything that you would like to plug or you want people to stop by and watch, feel free to let them know. Of course, I will go in the same order as last time, starting with you, Christina.
Hi, again, my name is Christina Ariel, and you can find me Tuesdays playing Akasha / Laguerre on twitch.tv/LFM_network. That's LFM_network. And that's from, what time is my show? Oh, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If you're not Pacific Standard Time, then you can do the math. And you can also find me on Twitter and Instagram and all those things at Christina Ariel, KRYSTINA ARIELLE. Bye. Just kidding.
I think
I'm
I was
still here.
next in the order. I don't remember.
That was
Was it
level
me?
5 obfuscate that she just used right there, in case anyone was wondering. That's what that was. Next, we have Bonnie.
Excellent. Hi, everybody. My name is Bonnie Gordon. You can find me here on Q Times on Mondays with the Star Trek RPG Clear Skies. You can also look up all of my stuff on YouTube. I've been posting solo music stuff lately. That's been a lot of fun. You can look up my nerdy parody band with Xander Genre, the Library Bards. Woo! And you can find me all over social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, at Bonnie Bell G. Wow!
Excellent. And Shane.
Hello, everybody. I'm Shane Easton. I host a book club and a movie club on my Twitch channel. And you can find out more about that by following me on Twitter at A Slight Sprite. And I'm also going to be doing some readings of plays that I wrote on there, too. So, yay. Thank you.
And
I
last
really-
but not least.
Sorry.
Yes.
I just want to plug really quick that Shane did this really dope mashup on story the other on
saw
all the
it!
social media, and it's really good. And also Bonnie did it like a 4-part mashup, and I'm
Oh,
really
thank you.
like super excited about hearing you guys create. And I'm sorry, Michelle, to cut you off. My bad.
No, you're fine.
Real talk.
This is not a Kanye
Following
moment.
these ladies on Twitter and Instagram is one of the most entertaining things you can do with your time. All of you guys post just some of the most amazing content that has made me happy through this entire quarantine as I've been sitting there. You're all so musical and so funny and so talented, and I'll stop blowing sunshine up your ass so that Michelle can talk.
Right up the bumhole. Hi, I'm Michelle Wynn Bradley. I'm a not musical one, but I like to try to be funny. I have a weekly podcast called Some of My Buddies that's on, just go to my internet, you'll find it. You can find me everywhere on the internet at I Am Chubby Bunny. I post a lot on Instagram about like either working out or just like eating a lot of food. So if you're kind of like into that shit, come on over to my tribe. That's all.
10 out of 10 recommend. And I am your storyteller. Melee. I am at Melee Damage. It's Melee right there below me. Damage at all of the socials. I have a very big schedule of streams that I do. Wednesdays here on Q Times, of course, Denver by night, every Wednesday at 5 to 7, same bat time, same bat channel. On Thursdays, I do a little show called Dungeons and Dragons, A Darkened Wish. With storyteller B. Dave Walters, based on his comic, A Darkened Witch, and I play Helene with a giant, crazy mound of red hair on my head. Friday, we just did session 0 last week, but we have episode 1 coming up of Anarchs of New York with Level Up Dice. That is on Twitch/Level Up Dice, and that is also at 5 o'clock, I believe. And on Sundays, you can come right back here to Q Times again and watch Long Beach by night. I am not aware of who the next epilogue is, but that shouldn't matter. You should tune in to see them all because they are all amazing and filled with wonderful greatness. So you know what? Even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you because you should show up anyway. You just should. And also, I have a Patreon. So if you get, you feel like maybe during this quarantine, you're like, I could play some vampire. Maybe I want to play some vampire. But like, I don't have a storyteller. How do I do that? You head over to my Patreon and you send me a little message and you join up as one of my patrons and I will send you a schedule of when I actually run games. So when you don't see my face up here on Twitch, what I'm doing is still this with another camera, just not on Twitch. It's on Skype with other people. So definitely take a look into that and check out all of these amazing people's wonderful stuff that they have going on. And we will catch you next week, Wednesday, 5 o'clock, same bat time, same bat channel.